All right, let's see what we have here today. Create space. It feels like there's something massive, something really big, like I don't want to say it, but it's coming through like a quantum shift, like a massive shift in your life. Excuse me, massive. It's really feeling like a whole nother reality wants to come through and exist. And it might be something you've been calling in, but your life is too full. I'm getting like your life is too full. It's not to like clear everything out, but it's almost like to clear your mind out, to clear your heart out. There's so much going on in your life that you're unable to release it, if that makes sense. You're caught in the loop, you're caught in living the day-to-day and just kind of so much happening to you. If you can carve out some space, create some space and time for you to just sit and just be, it's going to allow you to process and allow this new experience to come through for you. Activated Earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Yeah, I feel like there's the universe is really coming in and like being like, hey, come this way. It's like shouting at you, but there's so much noise in your current space that you can't hear it. You don't know which direction to go. You're like, I want this, I want that. But if you're not actually listening to what's happening and giving yourself enough space and quiet to hear and receive that message, you're going to be stuck in this loop. You've got, I remember, soul plan, fated life versus destiny life. Yeah, again, it's like almost like you are calling in all of these things, but you're trying to force it. You're trying to create it yourself. Like you're trying to, you're like putting your blessings out to the universe and being like, I want this, I want that, I want to manifest this. But then instead of letting the universe respond and provide that for you, or provide the path that leads to that location, to that true destination where you are meant to be, you're then kind of coming in and taking control and trying to force your way through, thinking that that's what you need to do, but it's not. It's really asking you to create space, surrender, trust a bit more. Instead of thinking and knowing you know where to go, it's to remember. You know, it's interesting when we kind of come into this deeper place. What we think we're manifesting is often what we're remembering has already happened. That's a bit of a deep one, but if you're with it, you're with it. Playfulness. So again, it's taking like the seriousness and pressure out of this existence. You know, I think if you're here, you've got like a big soul mission, you've got a big soul path, and you feel it, but with that comes like weight, like a heaviness. And it's not to take the importance out of what you feel and like the gravity of your life. It's magnificent, it's beautiful, but on the other hand, you have to just laugh and play and just think that this is all a game. You know, you have to balance it out. And here you've got listening. Again, the big message here is just to like get out of your own way, find time of silence. You know, you might be like, my life's so full, like 5 minutes when you wake up, 5 minutes when you go into bed. Just like give yourself dedicated time to just sit and be, you know, and the more you can allow that space to come through, serenity, the more you're going to kind of come into this beautiful feeling. And then when you're in that feeling of peace, of like harmony with life, you're beginning to flow with life again and listen and become one. That's when all this new experience can come through. But you're preventing it, and like right now you're really like preventing what's taking place. honesty is the best policy. This feels like a conversation with someone. Feels like maybe there's someone or an experience or a situation or like a lifestyle that you kind of been brought into that is not quite truthful to this next evolution and path. And even in your soul, you're like, I'm here again, you know? That's going to keep happening until you're really honest. And I think you're honest with yourself. You know what the truth is, but you're almost letting yourself be kind of brought into this space for the benefit of others or for the connection that you receive from others, thinking that they will reject you or maybe you'll lose some sort of connection if you're honest with like, hey, I don't want to be doing this or I want to be over here. And again, trust where you're led. You know, if you're not trusting these inner feelings and these knowings that like, hey, I'm meant to go this way, and you're stuck in the same space, you can't expect anything new to come through. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. So again, it's like tapping into that like that soul mission that I feel like you're already aware of. But if you're not in alignment with that, your gifts, your blessings, your abundance, it can't flow. It can't flow. It's not, where you are is limited. And I think you know that. And so you can't expect blessings to appear in a place that's you've already outgrown. You've already lived that experience. You've already got what you needed to from that place. And there's nothing wrong with that place. But now you're meant to be over here, right? And the expansion is over here. So welcome that in. Be mindful though, this like living with purpose, it's come through playfulness and serenity. It's kind of like joined hands. So again, it's kind of taking the pressure or the like stress around like, I feel like you're feeling like, I'm meant to be over here, I'm meant to be doing that, and there's all this pressure, but you're not doing it, but you're feeling the pressure of it, and it's this weird, distorted kind of experience you're in. And so I think if you can kind of be focused on your purpose, but move through life in a playful way, it's like moving with the true direction while enjoying every second of the moment is really the thing. The world is blessed to have you. Yeah. The world is blessed to have you, and I call back my power. So, again, I think it's kind of just empowering yourself on a deeper level. Kind of being like, hey, instead of being like trapped in this and almost like a prisoner to your circumstances and the current unfoldings and the busyness of your life, call back your power, understand that you're the blessing, you know, and then when you realize you're the blessing and you have the power, go to where that inner voice is telling you to go, you know, enter that space. Allow yourself to venture into this unknown reality that you've been kind of toying with for a while. Give yourself that permission. It feels like a beautiful space to go into. Let's see if there's anything else here. I feel like there's a couple more things for you. That feels like there's, again, a lot waiting for you. There's a lot that's to come. The shadow needs to be moved through first. And I think that that isn't like going and doing like some deep, dark work. You know, that's we're always kind of in union with both. But this feels like looking into the place you don't want to look is what it feels like. And then I think there's a lot to unpack there for you. It feels like a separate kind of agenda to this though. I think this is a very light and this can shift in like a second. This is really just you just choosing to take the time, take the space to listen, to trust and to go where you're being called to go to. And I think that can then bring through this new life. I think the message here as well though is like there's more to unpack. I think there always will be. And I think that's another message to come through for you is, you know, you can't escape life. You know, you can, but that's going the wrong way. I think you're really here to continue to unpack and to process and to move through and learn through this experience. And I think that is It's part of the beautiful gift we have to be on this earth. So that feels like that's to be unpacked later. I feel like this is the priority. Feels pretty complete. So good luck, all the best, much love, take care.